This is Rhyme and Reason Radio.
On 101.1 The Beat.
All right, so obviously we talked about, Cameron and Mace, and we're talking about diss tracks.
Yes.
And Rock has instituted a new rule here on Rhyme and Reason.
Nah, you know what? Let's not even say that, because it's definitely not a thing where my word is the final word. I am just not a fan of diss tracks, playing diss tracks on our show.
Okay. That's all. And, the truth is, I'm not a fan of diss tracks either, but for a whole entirely other set of reasons. Yeah. And well, now that the mics are on, I guess ain't really too many other ways to say it.
Yeah, what's up?
Look, man.
What is the Ramses Ja dislike for the beef?
All right, so check it out. I'll keep it real.
Yeah.
Emerge might say something different. I know what you're gonna say.
I know you're a super positive guy. So
yeah, man, that's it.
That's got to be part of it.
That's what it is.
Well, listen. Okay, so
listen, man.
Hold on. I know what you're gonna say.
So I want to hear your reason.
I know what you're gonna say.
You
say it's a context, it's like full context sport. I know all of that. Right. But listen,
Yeah.
I forgot who said it. It was somebody saying it might have been on Sound Bombing, or it might have been on one of them underground CDs that came out in the mid to late 90s, where somebody said, hip hop, America's watching us like a bunch of apes in a cage. And it stood out in my mind. And it's like, man, I get that sometimes, life is not the easiest place. It's not the hardest place. It's the only place, really.
Right.
But, sometimes we're going to have conflict, and sometimes you might have to air it out.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's ways to do it where it doesn't make us all look bad. It doesn't tear somebody down, like that. If you got some funk with me, people in the streets know, you got some funk with me, you could pull me aside, we can chop game, and we can, settle it right there. I'm not going to talk about you on the radio. I'm not going to use my resources to make you look bad, and hopefully you don't do the same with me. And I feel like that's the right approach. Now, with that said, there's been some awesome songs that have come out where people got dissed. There have been. And it's, all that sort of stuff. I get it. But for me personally, as Ramses' personal walk through this thing called life, I don't like to contribute to the perpetuation of negativity in the universe, and that's just. Sorry, I sound soft. That's Ramses.
That's part of my reason to a degree.
Okay.
But as I was hearing what you were saying,
it's very different.
I'm thinking about what Emerge is going to be saying.
You know what I'm about to say. You know.
And I think I may have actually just discovered why I don't like diss tracks.
Okay.
And it's typically because when I hear these songs, I don't like them, so I automatically do not want to share them with anybody. I don't want to give them the time of day because I did not care for the Oracle.
Yeah, it makes.
I didn't care for what Cam did. So
wow. Okay.
And okay,
you itching.
No, he is, but I'm like, okay, so like what was the last great hip hop beef in your opinion?
Well, okay, from hip hop's perspective or from Ramses' perspective?
Give me yours.
Okay,
Ramses' the last great hip hop beef.
It had to be one of them where it wasn't too personal and it ended well. So I will pick. I don't like Jay and Nas because
that's my
talking about family.
Like Hov and Nas to me was the last great beef in hip hop.
Oh,
I was on that tour too, so I know what that beef was about.
Yeah, you got the mic, man.
Yeah, I was on that tour, so I know what that beef was about.
Yeah,
okay.
But listen.
Okay. Go ahead. Well, here it comes. Here it comes, y'all. Get ready.
About to speak.
You know what I'm saying? This is the foundation of which this thing was built on. Right? Rhyme is the reason, gentlemen. Rhyme is the reason. This is what we do. So listen, now our personal opinions might weigh heavily amongst each other in this room because we have great respect for each other. But the general consensus of the population dictates that we must give this stuff to these people because rhyme is the reason. Like this, you talking to the Four Corner Battle State champ. You know what I'm saying? This is a full contact sport.
Right.
And some of the greatest things that ever happened in hip hop was built around these diss records.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with what you guys are saying. Some of these diss records are just blatant attempts for attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's call a spade a spade. Most of them are shit.
A lot. Some of them. Right.
Bleep that out now.
We'll bleep it out. Right. But some of the most thought-provoking things that have ever been said in hip-hop came from diss records.
EIHT, shall I continue? Ooh. Left out the G because the G ain't in you.
DJ Quick. Yo, when Common just completely dismantled Ice Cube with the bitch.
Now Common is a Southsider. He with me, right? He went to the same. He lived in the same neighborhood as high school I grew up. I went to, And when he destroyed Ice Cube, the whole gangbang population of the city of Chicago was standing up applauding, because you talking to the guy who dropped maybe easily, to me, one of the top 3 diss records of all time.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline has to be number 1, 2, or 3.
Not to mention what he did when he dropped his solo. His first solo was monumental. What Cube did.
Right, and in the first line of that record, damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Whew. You know what I'm saying? It used to be hard. Now you don't win soft. You know what I mean? So, but I like it. I was kind of little. I don't really know about what Mace just did. You know, I'm like, I heard Jadakiss talk about that, and he was saying, you know, I wish Mace, if you're gonna go and get in, come on, get back in, man. Quit pump faking. He pump faking. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that earlier. Yeah. We were talking about Mace, and I'm actually gonna ask you the same question I asked everybody else. Yeah, because the way Mace left hip hop was he left the bad taste in people's mouth, and he came back,
right?
And he left again,
right?
And now he wants to come back again,
and he like, playing with Jesus and God and all this whole type of stuff. And
it's like, what, like, you know, what are you doing? Who are you? Is what it boils down. Like, who are you,
man? Woo wee.
Well, listen,
Rhyme is the reason, man. That's
indeed it is.
I like
indeed
this.
it is.
Like
you know what though?
I
I also kind of realize that I am beyond contradicting myself right now, because when we played last year, we played Hell on Earth by Mobb Deep in its entirety.
Okay.
Tell me why I was championing.
I can't
say it today. Drop a gem on him, because that is one of my favorite songs, and I'm like, that is a straight up Pac diss.
Yes, it is.
I'm a contradicting.
Well, listen.
You know what? Maybe with you, it got to be from the right people.
That's what it is.
And for me, I've never.
For you don't like.
I'm just.
It
makes my stomach get in knots when I hear like, okay, these are my heroes and they got beef with each other.
So I just dropped the diss track
that's
2 months ago.
That's a part of your repertoire. Like,
yeah,
you know. But you live in that lane,
right?
For me, I'm like, okay, I just want to celebrate the culture. You know, I'm a DJ. I want to share music. I'm on the radio. You know, that's me. And when I see people fighting, it's like, oh man, these are all my heroes. Even if they're like local, if they're national, whatever. Like, man, you're doing something. And in a lot of cases, there's a black men where it's like, I know what your options look like. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see you thrive and prosper. You're a king. You're a champion. You're a conqueror, more than a conqueror. And I don't want to see you fighting with each other. And I don't want to see you tearing each other down, because then everybody else sees that and that cycle perpetuates. So for me personally, it just makes me knotty in my stomach. That said, I absolutely respect the sport of it.
Yeah. Right.
I love the creativity that's born out of it and all that sort of stuff. But if it were up to me and it were my show only, and it came to diss records, no, I'm with you. Yeah,
this is a dope balance though, because you have
we all here together.
You have the positivity of it all, and you don't want to see the beef. And he's like, if you beef, you better be good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
he's like, if you beef, you better be good. And me, I'm just like, get him. Like, I don't care who it is. Just go get him.
And one of my biggest things are with the, as much as I do enjoy a good rap beef, I always wanted to stay on wax.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't ever want to see things spill over. And that's actually kind of like hearing when Mace said, if Cam, keeps at this, it's going to end badly for him.
That's kind of scary.
I don't like hearing that, because I don't want to wake up one day and hear that something happened to Cam or something happened to Mace.
Yeah, that was
like dumb. I don't want to hear that. Keep it on wax.
Listen, watch this, man. Yeah. The other day, not the other day, but a couple weeks ago in LA, Young Dolph, who's not an artist that we play on the show, but I'm a DJ. I play Young Dolph.
When he got
Young
shot
Dolph gets shot.
Yeah.
And
again?
No, he got shot in front of the hotel. The same one I'm talking about.
Okay.
And he says is Yo Gotti's people, and there's a long-standing.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man, you about to end this man's life. He's probably feeding a lot of people, and not just that, man. No matter what, I heard it was over a girl, man.
My thing is, in hip hop, like regardless of what generation you came from in hip hop, you should realize that the thing that took two of our legends, two of our greats, was beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
That spilled over outside of the music.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself a question: is that where you want to see this go?
Is it worth it? Is it even worth looking in that direction?
It's not, because in hindsight, I wish there never was East Coast, West Coast, because Big would still be here, Pac would still be here.
Yeah, you're right.
But because of that beef and that situation, because it started off, it wasn't just music. It spilled over because of other parties involved. So to lose like two pillars like that, man.
Yeah, well,
we get long-winded. I'm getting
long. No. This is what we need to talk about. And this is what the show is here for. But with that said, let's pay some bills. We'll come back with more of this. The best hip hop show in the Valley, in my opinion. How about you guys?
Oh my God!
All right,
in the nation.
So stay tuned on Rhyme and Reason
on 101.1 The Beat.
Hey.